Well guys, it's another beautiful day here in sunny Florida. Sunny Florida. Alright, so this is what we got today. We got the motor that was on the Baja mini bike. Does not have any compression. And if you guys remember, it was locked up whenever we first got it. And we got it unlocked. But she has no compression, so we'll take it apart today and find out what's going on. Find out if it's the rings or the valves or both. Alright guys, I'll bring you along for the journey. We're going to pull that valve cover off first, clean it up, and then find out what's going on. This one does have the charging system on it. It's one reason why I wanted to keep it anyways, because I can always pull that off and put that on another motor. You can put them on the Predator motors, Honda motors. So, well, without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get started on it. So I got the drill set up. Let me go ahead and spin it over a little bit. There's barely any compression. Barely any compression there. None coming out of there. Let's pull this apart, see what's going on. So, just wanted to show you guys. Let's see what's going on with it now. Alright guys, we got 3 of them pulled out. Let's pull this last one out of here. See how it looks. See what we're working with. Over here. Grab a little persuasion. Get a little more persuasion than that. There we go. Don't look too bad. Don't look bad in here. Probably tighten those up a little. So let's check this out, see what's going on. Alright, after looking this over for a minute, watch those rocker arms. The one on the left, that spring's not moving at all. There would be our problem. So let's get that taken care of and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, right or the wrong way, I don't know. But this is how I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to drop a little oil in here, right on the top, and then I'm going to make this spring move. And add a little persuasion to it. I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, I got it all back together. The push rod fell out on me because on the other side of the rocker arm here, there's a cap. And when I pulled the rocker arm off or to the side, that cap popped out on me whenever I was breaking this spring free because that spring was seized on us. And it fell down in the motor down in there. So I had down here. So I had to tip the motor upside down, shake it out. When I did, a bunch of oil fell all over the ground, and then the push arm fell out. So whenever that happened, I had to put that back in, put the cap back on, and I got it all together now. And I'm going to set you up on the bench here and show you that we have pretty good compression now. So give me just 1 second. I'll get you set up on the bench. We'll spin it over with the drill and show you what we got for compression. Alright guys, I got you set up on the bench. See how we got for compression now. Hopefully you don't fall off in your hands. got pretty good compression now. So now that we're on the right track, I'll put the valve cover back on there. Let's clean this thing up a little bit. Carburetor's froze, so I'm gonna pull that off of there, clean it out. See what we can do with that. See if we can get this thing running, guys. All right, let's keep moving forward. All right, so put this valve cover gasket back on here. Too bright. What is it there, guys? Sorry about that. First, let's clean this off. Make sure that there's no junk in here. If I had carburetor choke cleaner, or brake clean, I'd spray it out. But I gotta go to the store and go get some carburetor choke cleaner and brake cleaner. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this put back on. Let's wipe this seal off. Down tight, not yet. Well, we're not going to crank them down super tight anyways. About as tight as you need to go with. Okay. Now at this point we're going to go ahead and get the carburetor off of here, the air filter off. Take all this apart and see what we're working with. So I'll bring you guys back. So I just had to show you guys, I got the air filter off, but look at that carburetor. God almighty. I definitely say this thing was neglected and left to rot. But we're gonna bring it back to life. So let's make this thing run, guys. Let's get that carburetor off of there, clean it out, get it all put back together, oiled up, some fresh oil in it, tighten down this muffler, get a new plug for it, and let's make her run. I'm pretty sure it does, but let's go ahead and double check and make sure that we have spark. I think I checked it last time. Whenever I initially found out that it didn't have compression. If you remember, guys, whenever we first started working on this motor, it was locked up when we first got it. So I dropped a little bit of 3-in-1 and PB Blaster down the spark plug hole, let it sit for a couple days, broke it free, and now here we are now. So let's find out if we have any spark. Hopefully you guys can see that. We do have spark. Bring you guys in a little closer so you can see. That's a good thing. So she'll run. We got compression, we got spark, and we're fixing to have fuel here soon. Alright guys, I'll bring you back after lunch. I gotta run up and go grab some carburetor choke cleaner and something to eat. I'm getting hungry. Alright guys, I'll bring you back once I get working on the carb. Okay guys, here's where we're at. This is the carb off of that motor. Pretty bad. Jesus, I can't even turn it. This is one that I had in the stash, which is not a whole lot better, but at least it's not that bad. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean them both. Try to get that one to work, but I don't know. I'll tear it apart and see how we're looking. So I'll get you set up on the tripod and get these tore apart. Okay. I don't even know what to say. This was the cleaner one. And ew. Anybody hungry? Wow. This is the rust filled one. So, I'll move a little farther on these, and I'll show you guys how it looks once I get a little farther. I'm going to pull the jets out, clean the bowls out, clean the carb out, clean the insides, get this one moving. So I'll bring it back once I get the bowls cleaned out, and maybe once I get the jets out. Look at this thing, it's pretty bad. So yeah, this thing's pretty bad. So first thing you're going to want to do is your bowl's going to be on here. Take the nut off. Most of the case it's 10 millimeter. Pull your bowl out. I've cleaned this one already, good as it's going to get. The wire brush, it was really bad. That's how the inside of the bowl looks, so I'll clean that off. So I'm going to spray all this with carb choke cleaner, get it all cleaned off, and inside in there at the butterflies, throttle and choke, they're both kind of stiff, so pretty well fresh. I'll get all that cleaned out and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, once you get it cleaned up a little bit, see that flat tip screwdriver, or flat tip end in there? You're going to want to take a flathead, shove it down in there. Make sure you have the right size flathead. You can't just use any. So make sure it fits in there nicely. And you're going to pull that jet out of there. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. That's going to be your main jet and your emulsion tube. Keep slipping off of it. Bring you guys back once I get it out.
Alright guys, so once you get it to the end, this is what you're trying to get, the main jet. Let's see. It's not clogged. And then in there, you'll want to clean that out. And then in here, you'll see there's a little tube sticking up from the bottom right there, right in the center. You'll want to take a flathead, put it in here like this, and push down on that. That's the emulsion tube. It's going to fall out of here. I'll bring it back once I get that out. Okay guys, this is the emulsion tube. It was in the bottom of the carburetor that way, so this is the end that you push down with the screwdriver. And the jet sits up on there. You want to clear out all those holes in there. Make sure they're all nice and clean. Once you get done with that, you'll make sure this passageway down here is cleared out. Make sure this passageway is cleared out. And then we're going to take that apart and clean all that out. I'll bring you back once I get that done. Alright guys, so once you got the passageways cleared out, you're going to want to go ahead and take your fuel stop. You're going to want to go ahead and take that off. Give me just 1 second, I'll break this free, and I'll bring it back. Alright guys, once you get it taken apart here, ew, crusty. You're going to want to clean this out real good. Spray through here, make sure all that's cleared. Make sure your passageways into here are clear. Want everything nice and clean. Bring you back once I get that all cleaned out of there. Yeah. You can see the main jet's cleared. The emulsion tube is clear as well now. And all the little holes in there are clear. Jet's nice and clean. Spring popped off there. It's as clean as I could get. I couldn't get this stuff off. I don't want to damage the float, so I got that part nice and clean. Alright guys, so we got that part as clean as it's gonna get. Now I'm going to clear out the emulsion tube and the main jet, make sure those are all nice and clean, and then reinstall them back in and put it all back together. Spray it all out one more time with carb choke cleaner, and we should be good to go after that. I'll bring you guys back once I get this thing, the emulsion tube and the main jet cleared out, and we start to put it back together. Alright guys, so we got the emulsion tube and the jet clear. All the passageways clean. So we're going to go ahead and reinstall this emulsion tube and reinstall the jet. Then tighten that down, and when you tighten down that jet, it'll shove the emulsion tube all the way into place and seat it. I'll bring you back once I got all this done. Alright guys, we got all this put back together now. Now is what we're going to do is we're going to put the bowl on with the float and the needle and put our nut back on the bottom, and she's all done. And this one's ready to go back on the motor. She was pretty bad, but Just gonna wrap this one up. This one was pretty bad, but I think we can still use it. We'll find out. Hey guys, so I had to clean the inside out a little bit better. As good as it's gonna get. That's just staining in there now. So it's as good as I can get it. That's all stained on the back of there. Back of the butterfly. It is what it is. So we'll see how she works now. Alright guys, we got the bowl reinstalled. Everything good to go on it. I think it's going to work out pretty well. It's not all froze up anymore. I'm still going to drop a little bit of oil on there. Make sure that we don't have any issues. But I think it's going to work out nice. And that's how you clean a carburetor. Pretty easy. Just kind of time consuming.